All right, Craig, it's been a crazy couple of weeks, maybe not the busiest day, but a busy time around the trade deadline. What did we learn over these last few weeks?
Well, the Quizmaster gave us a pretty good title, right? Mm-hmm. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Right.
And I think that general managers have shown that over the last couple of weeks. But I will say is Julien BriseBois has been doing it for a number of years. So maybe the GM's just catching up to Julien BriseBois. He traded a first-round draft pick in Nolan Foote for Blake Coleman. People, what are they doing? Then he traded a first-round draft pick for Barclay Goodrow. What are they doing? 2 Stanley Cups is what he was doing. Last year, he trades for Brandon Hagel. Pretty significant. What is he doing? Well, now we're seeing all this stuff about draft capital. We talked earlier about draft capital. Last 10 drafts from 2005 to 2014, approximately 40 players play a minimum of 350 games. Draft capital, Cliff Fletcher many years ago said draft schmaft. I'm ready to say draft schmapital.
Yeah, well, he's on to something. I mean, I think the idea of the value of draft picks is something that we're learning about the way the league sees them.
Yep.
Before they used to really hold on to them and crave to keep control of them. Now they're more willing to move them along, appreciating the odds that you just mentioned. But it wasn't, now it's just, maybe it was BriseBois before, but now I think it's kind of league-wide. Everyone saying, you know what, we can trade those late first-rounders. It's worth it to us. Also, for all the chatter about trades are so hard to make, salary cap restricts all the player movement, not this time, apparently. Where there's a will, there's a way. If the GMs want it bad enough, they can find ways to involve other teams, trade draft picks, eat salary, retain, whatever it might be, trade picks 2-3 years down the road, things we had not seen before. And I think that's a very positive development for the league, that GMs are willing to be that much more aggressive, realizing they can make moves if they really want to.
Yeah, and I think the key word there is want to. How many times do we hear, oh, it's hard, the salary cap and everything. Your job is to do things to make your team better. It's not to tell us how hard it is. Listen, you're in the seat, you got major responsibility, you're compensated very well, and the expectations are high. Don't tell us how hard it is. Get the job done. If there's a will, find a way. Too many of them find excuses.
And take advantage of your opportunities. Even if there's other good teams around. We're seeing all these teams load up because they know it's so hard to have a legitimate shot to win a Stanley Cup. So these teams are being so aggressive, mortgaging some of their future to take a shot now. And it's not just, well, Boston's really good, we can't compete with them, even though they are. So to see all these teams make trades, try to get better for their shot this year, also something to learn. But when it's all said and done, did we learn something about the Boston Bruins as well? On a historical year, maybe still the very best team in the league?
Absolutely. Not since the 2002 Detroit Red Wings have we seen a team this dominant.
Yeah, so Boston running it up in the regular season, but also making very savvy acquisitions during the trade deadline period to give themselves an even better chance of winning another Stanley Cup.